far as today's proceedings are concerned, we are told that the Congress MP Manish Tiwari has given an adjournment motion notice in the Lok Sabha to discuss the reported use of pellet guns by the security officials against unarmed student protesters during the 20th of July march to the parliament, which left over 80 people injured. And this is now coming in from the Congress MP side as they continue to remain consistent on the demand is concerned, that is now seeking a statement from the Home Minister on the issue. However, when it comes to continuous adjournments and deadlock that continues in the monsoon session of Parliament, we've hardly seen any business that has been allowed to function on part of the opposition, which has been engaging in constant disruption and disturbance. Let's in the meantime get connected with Sabyasachi on this. So Sabyasachi, when it comes to this adjournment motion by the Congress MP, as they remain consistent with their demands.
Well, that's right. The Congress party remains consistent with their demands, and what we are learning from the sources is that the Congress party and other opposition parties would not let down their attack on Home Minister Amit Shah. They will continue to seek accountability, and they would demand Home Minister Amit Shah to make a statement in the House regarding the use of lethal weapons against the students and youth who have been protesting in the national capital. Now, sources in the opposition also tell us that, in fact, the opposition had planned that they would raise this issue at the Parliamentary Standing Committee meeting on Home Affairs itself. But the opposition MP say that they had received a notification that the meeting had been called off. Now, yesterday we saw that Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla personally intervened and requested the opposition parties to let the House function, as it is very much important that there is discussion. Now, we have seen attack coming in from the central government side, whether they have said that this was the demand of the opposition parties. But now when the central government have agreed to have a discussion, the opposition is running away or creating disruption. Now, the opposition, though, have agreed to hold a discussion, but their major agenda still remains. And in Lok Sabha, the discussion could be around 6 hours, but it can get longer. In Rajya Sabha also, the opposition demanded that more time should be given for discussion. And the chairperson have given a time of 7 hours, but it could be extended further as well.
All right, let's connect with Pratibha on this. Pratibha is joining us live from Vijay Chowk. It's raining, I can see, in the national capital already. But will it also be, of engagement, of talks, of dialogues, of debate and discussion? And that is exactly what the Parliament is meant for, Pratibha.
I can't hear.
Can you hear me now, Pratibha? All right, let's connect with Pratibha once again, because she'll be getting us the live updates there. And in the meantime, when we speak of the opposition, which is set to finalize its strategy at this meeting of the floor leaders today, that's going to happen at 10 a.m. And sources say that the opposition is willing to participate in the debate there as far as Public Examinations Amendment Bill following the Lok Sabha Speaker's intervention, but has also sought an assurance that the Home Minister will make a statement on the police excesses during the discussion. Now, this final decision is expected after the meeting, while the debate is likely to be the key highlight of the monsoon session of Parliament. So what we are now looking at as far as repeated attempts on part of the opposition there, though the CJP, which is the Cockroach Janata Party, has called off its protest following the resignation of the Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan, but the opposition has been continuing its parallel protests both inside and outside Parliament there, seeking a statement coming in from the Home Minister. In particular, what we are now looking at as far as the steps that have been undertaken by the government, this is something which the Prime Minister himself has been putting out. So, this is something, Sabyasachi, the Prime Minister has been engaging with the youth directly. What has now been done on part of the government there, as far as the paper leak bill is concerned, fast-track courts is being set up, and, specific time period that has also been given when it comes to conducting of the trial, and Nandan Nilekani panel that is also being constituted to actually, special task force is also something which the Prime Minister had mentioned.
Well, that's right. See, we have seen a series of steps that has been taken by the central government. Prime Minister himself is continuously monitoring all the developments. We have seen the Secretary of the Education Ministry being removed, taking place at the NTA. And Mr. Prahlad Joshi taking over the Education Ministry. Now the amendment bill that had been presented yesterday, discussion will take place. Now, as per the sources, there are overall 91 amendments in this bill. So the central government has planned to have a discussion on this, and this will further strengthen the future and as well as the integrity of the competitive examination, as well as the central government have highlighted that their topmost priority is to make sure that all these amendments will strengthen the examination further.
Yes.
Now we have seen that assurance have come in from several leaders from the central government, including Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
All right, please to stay on with us, Abhya. I'm just going to connect once again with Pratibha. Pratibha, good morning. If you can hear me now, I can see it's raining in the national capital, but we are hoping for more engagement and dialogue to happen as far as what exactly is the parliament meant for. No, I apologies, viewers. We are having a hard time there to connect with our my colleague there on ground. You can see it's raining in the national capital. But meanwhile, when we are looking at the situation there, the Prime Minister is expected to address the NDA MPs, and that's going to happen when the NDA Parliamentary Party meeting happens, and that is expected to happen at about 9:30 a.m. So ahead of that monsoon session of Parliament, today being Tuesday, we are now looking at the developments there, because this anti-paper leak bill that has been introduced in the parliament so far, but we are yet to see any debate or discussion to happen on this. So designated time, Mohit, what we are now looking at, because the government has repeatedly said that we are open to a debate and discussion.
Well, yes, Amita, and yesterday, if you remember, Speaker at around 2 p.m. said that he's giving opposition 3 hours of time, that is till 5 p.m. to have a consensus on the issue, to come and debate and discuss on the issue, because the students were on the streets. They were demanding that stricter measures should be there for the paper leak, and anybody who indulges in paper leak would be given stricter punishment as per the new bill. Now, the bill was tabled amidst the ruckus, but then no debate or discussion could happen. So today what we expect is that might the opposition parties could agree for a debate, but the government has clearly come out and said that yes, we are ready for debate and discussion. Whatever your apprehensions are, whatever you want to say it on the floor of the House when the debate commences on this particular issue, but at least let the parliament function. Now, also today is an important day, Amita. Today is the Mangal Milan of the NDA, their parliamentary party meeting that takes place on Tuesday, that has been renamed as Mangal Milan. Now, this will be the first time that Prime Minister Narendra Modi would be addressing the NDA MPs post resignation of Dharmendra Pradhan, and also what exactly the vision of Prime Minister Narendra Modi would be. That would be very interesting, because PM has also given a message to his cabinet colleague that you need to engage with the youngsters, and to engage with the youngsters you need to use Instagram. You need to be active on Instagram. Remember, this particular movement was galvanized through Instagram. So clearly, this will be an important message. Of course,
that has been the outreach that the Prime Minister has had. We've seen at least 3 of these selfie videos there, and a lot of engagement that has now been done on part of the Prime Minister to directly engage with the youth. Mohit, please to stay on with us, because we're going to talk about exactly when it comes to the examination reforms and what they are all about. Because under the proposed law, jail term has now been doubled, right, from 3 to 5 years to now 5 to 10 years, which is now being proposed. We're looking at penalties as well. That has also now gone up. Penalties like from 10 lakhs to up to what has now been proposed to 10 crores. Now, the investigations will have to be completed within a span of 2 months. That is the investigation cap there, what we are now looking at, with the setting up of the fast-track courts as well, which has been announced by the Prime Minister, and aiming to finish the trials in a 3-month trial target that has now been given. There is also going to be a dedicated special task force which will be set up to exclusively probe paper leak cases. Now, when we speak of the opposition, which includes the Congress, the DMK, Samajwadi Party, JMM, they've all signaled that while stronger laws are welcome, but the Parliament, however, cannot ignore the questions of the implementation and the accountability and the handling of the student protests, and that is why they are demanding a statement from the Home Minister.
ये इन्होंने अभी भी एफआईआर दर्ज की है स्टूडेंट्स के खिलाफ, शायद कल रात को या आज सुबह. Pellet guns, AK-47, are these terrorists? What is wrong with these people?
अभी तो फिलहाल जो छात्र नौजवानों के साथ कई जगह पर सरकार केस करा रही है, मुकदमे लिखा रही है. सरकार को चेतना को चुनौती नहीं देनी चाहिए.
I don't think the government is in a position to tell us anything right now. What is most important now is accountability from the Home Ministry.
देखिए, दिल्ली में पैलेट गन का इस्तेमाल किया गया, बिहार में AK-47 का इस्तेमाल किया गया, तो सदन में जब बोलने का मौका मिलेगा तो इस मुद्दे को हम लोग उठाएं।
Now, in the meantime, let's also take a look as far as the NEET row, which is set to once again resonate in Parliament, and the opposition MPs are now, in particular DMK MP Tiruchi Siva, who has also moved a suspension of business notice under Rule 267 in the Rajya Sabha, seeking a discussion and to demand the abolish NEET and examination, because that has been the stand that mainly the DMK has now taken up against the NEET examination altogether, because here the DMK leader has alleged that the examination has led to students' suicide and has shattered careers and has also devastated families. Let's in the meantime connect with Nyamika on this. So Nyamika, suspension of business adjournment motion given by Congress MP and Tiruchi Siva. As far as the DMK's point of view is here, they want a complete withdrawal of the NEET examinations altogether.
Well, yes, indeed. If we talk about the adjournment motion notices and the suspension of business notices, then many of the opposition MPs have moved these notices because they are basically raising a demand that not just the discussion upon the anti-paper leak bill, but also there should be a discussion regarding the action which was being taken by the police officers against the protesting youth. We have seen that Manish Tiwari, Manikam Tagore and Congress MPs have also moved the adjournment motion notices. But if we talk about DMK in particular, then it is the demand which DMK is raising is that there should be a complete suspension of or removal of the leak paper. As for that reason, we have seen that how the DMK had moved the suspension of business notice in Rajya Sabha to demand a discussion over this entire matter, and also the action which was being taken by the police officials against the protesting youth on 28th of July. So the entire opposition is standing united over this entire matter. They are basically stating that it is the responsibility of Union Home Minister to give a proper reply within the Parliament that why such kind of action was being started on the part of the police officials when the youth were protesting in the national capital.
Absolutely, because that seems to be the opposition stand there, because continuously for the last 1 week and even yesterday what has been witnessed has been multiple adjournments and protest on part of the opposition, and they say that it is the government's responsibility to run the house in a proper manner. Thank you very much, Nyamika, for that. In the meantime, let's also talk about the various steps that has been undertaken by the government so far in the last few days, especially one of the main demands that has been seeking the resignation of the Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan. That happened on last Saturday. Then also when it comes to before that, the Education Secretary was shunted. We are looking at developments that have now taken up as far as a new law to be brought about in Parliament, which has been introduced yesterday. As far as the anti-paper leak legislation is concerned, then the centre is also beginning setting up a fast-track courts that came in from the Prime Minister directly. NTA action, we are looking at the National Testing Agency. Nearly 47 of the officials were removed, and a high-powered task force under Nandan Nilekani that has been announced and constituted, that also came in from the Prime Minister. But speaking of the Prime Minister, who has been continuously at the forefront in the government's outreach to the youth, he has promised a strong anti-paper leak in Parliament. But will we see an actual debate happening today? Let's see what happens on that, because this has been the latest reminder and the message that has come in directly from the Prime Minister, who is engaging with the youth.
विश्व प्रसिद्ध टेक्नोलॉजी एक्सपर्ट श्रीमान नंदन नीलेकनी जी के नेतृत्व में एक हाई पावर टास्क फोर्स बनाने का निर्णय किया है, जो एग्जामिनेशन रिफॉर्म की तरफ फोकस करेगा और जल्द से जल्द आने वाली परीक्षाओं की विश्वसनीयता को सुनिश्चित करने का काम इसके रिपोर्ट के